What's up, everybody? Joe White here. I am over here in South Arlington, Pennsylvania, over there near Scranton. And I just want to talk a little bit about AEW on TNT. That's the big thing. AEW going to TNT. Yay! And the first thing that TNT does is post a graphic of the AEW logo behind a wall or in front of a wall of flames that looks just like they did it when they launched Nitro. And I'm just like, oh my god, really? And it goes, we're in the wrestling business again. And I'm just like, oh man, come on guys, did you not learn anything? And the answer is no, because if you go back and read the stories, they didn't want it there the first time. So why are they wanting it there a second time? That's my thing. So right off the bat with me, I was like tilting my head to the side like a dog. I'm like, really? Your first shot out of the gun is that? Okay. So I'll be honest with you. I don't have the emotional attachment that some people do to the Young Bucks and to Kenny Omega. I do to Chris Jericho, and I think Chris Jericho has changed for the better. I'm excited to see the Chris Jericho-Kenny Omega match. I'm not going to order the pay-per-view because I'm sorry. $60 fucking for the pay-per-view? $60 fucking? Now granted, it's probably going to be $39.99, and to me that's still too much. That's still too much. Put it at $24.99, there you go. $39.99 for your big pay-per-views. Like your, WrestleMania used to be $59 or $49.99, and the rest of them were $39.99 back in the day. So I look for them to, in the Bleacher Report thing and this and that, and I'm just like, okay, the Bleacher Report thing's kind of a big deal. I like it. Ties in with CNN because CNN always, does Bleacher Report stuff, and I believe the Bleacher Report is a division of Turner Sports, so you got that. My big thing is they may want to start doing it with them doing it on Tuesdays. Yes, you got that audience that is pre-programmed to hey, Tuesdays wrestling, which to me doesn't make a difference because I look at this product as a niche product. I really do. Your audience is already there for it. It's not going to get any bigger. It's not really going to get any smaller unless they really screw the fucking pooch. Which in their eyes, in their fans' eyes, I can already see it. They're going to screw the pooch. Because of the fact of, you have to have a little bit of gaga in there. It can't be all 5-star matches and flippy-dippy stuff. Vince Russo, as much as I hate to say this, is right in that aspect. What's a 5-star match? What good does it do? Besides tickle Meltzer's balls, what does it do? In the grand scheme of things, what does it do? Gets people talking, but when they tune in and they're not seeing the same thing that they saw last week, which clearly we don't need to see the same thing. If you want to see the same thing over and over, go watch WWE. But maybe the following week when Omega and Jericho go at it again, it's not a 5-star match. So I'm just sitting here going, I don't think these fans know what the fuck they want. I really don't. Because the second you get on there and you open up AEW with a promo, or the second somebody comes out there and cuts a promo, all the AEW fans are going to be like, we want wrestling, we don't want this shit, we don't want promos. We want like New Japan, no promos. You gotta have promos in the United States to draw. Sorry. In this country, you can't have New Japan. You can't be like New Japan. It's just not going to work. Because now, you're trying to draw in the casual audience. you're not trying to draw in the Smark audience. We're already, the Smarks are already going to tune in. People who bought AEW or bought, what the fuck was that for? All In, they're going to tune in. That audience is going to tune in because Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes are behind it. And as long as they're there, those fans are going to tune in. So, you got those 10,000 people that showed up in Chicago. You got the more than whatever millions that are watching around the world. And I'm not, but I'm saying it's a niche product. It's a niche product. It's a fad. Okay? The real question is, how do they get in the casual people? How do they rope me into watching this? How do they get me in there? Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho, yes, it's a good start. I'm not the hugest, Kenny Omega fan. But here lately, within the last couple years, to me, he's kind of redeemed himself from wrestling the little 13-year-old girl in the blow-up doll. Everybody makes a mistake earlier on in their career. You see it in rock bands, you see it in movie stars, Dwayne Johnson made do. Look at where he's at now. So, I can kind of push that shit to the side. It doesn't taint you forever as much as Jim Cornette wants you to believe. Now, if they do something stupid like that again, or if the dick spot guy comes in, that's it for me. I will not watch your product if Joey Ryan is involved. That includes WWE. Hell, the second I heard they may be signing him, I was like, alright, that's it. The second he shows up, that's it. I will stop watching. I've already stopped watching, to tell you the truth. I have not watched an episode of Raw or SmackDown since the Monday after WrestleMania. I tuned in for the first half hour of the Superstar Shakeup, and I was like, nah, no thanks. How do I keep up with WWE? I either watch little bitty clips on YouTube that are not on WWE's channel, or I listen to podcasts. But WWE is not going to get my money. I still have the WWE Network because my kid watches it. So, AEW, in my opinion, they gotta have a good production value, which their production's being paid for, which is unbelievable. Meltzer was right, that's kind of big. It's not a TV rights deal like what WWE has. It's more of a Pop TV, let's share the app revenue deal. Which nobody has made that comparison, which is odd to me. But I guess, it's the Young Bucks and Cody, so we can give them a pass. I can't give you a pass. You got a fucking Pop TV deal. It's what you got. Do I think they're going to get more money? Yes, because the sponsors are going to be there and they're on TNT, and TNT's a pretty big network, TNT's big slogan since they got rid of WCW has been, we know drama. So you got to have a little bit of drama in there with AEW. It goes back to the storylines and the Gaga, as Pat Patterson would say. You got to have that drama in there. If you don't have them a little bit of drama and a little bit of storyline, it ain't going to work. That network's going to say, hey, where's our drama? Our slogan, we want drama. Where's our drama? So, it amazes me how people still think that they can show up, give them a New Japan show, and that'd be it. They're saved. Well, guess what? You're not saved. Like I said, the first few months, maybe that first couple of years, they're going to outdraw the WWE on TNT that first night. I guarantee you. They're going to get a bigger rating than Raw that week. They're going to get a bigger rating than SmackDown on Fox for that week. I guarantee it. But the bloom is going to be off the rose soon. So, I'm just telling you. They got to have a higher production value. They can't just get by with a couple like Ring of Honor does with a couple of screens and a stage and some sparklies. No. You gotta have really good production value. I think they got Keith Mitchell from TNA. They were managed to snag him away, which is awesome because Keith Mitchell has been there. You know, Keith Mitchell was the Kevin Dunn, for lack of a better comparison, to WCW. He was their Kevin Dunn. He was the lead director and producer for World Class back in the 80s. So I think this is a good move for them. They got a Paul Turner, who is was the head referee for Ring of Honor. They got the Hebners coming in. They stole Earl Hebner from TNA, which, golly, if you saw him on Vice, on the Viceland special, Jesus. So I think they're making good moves. They're not signing any more real big names. The card for this damn pay-per-view looks like a glorified indie show. I'm looking forward to Omega and Jericho, and that's about it.
In 5 miles, take Wyoming Valley Interchange on the right.
The Lucha Brothers, which everybody's going gaga over, I just don't see it. I see Flippity Flappity Floppity Flu. And versus the Young Bucks, it'll be good, it'll be entertaining, but it's not going to really impress me all that much. But, yeah, AEW, their production value, they got to have a good, crisp production value. They can't have any fuck-ups. They can't have any audio or video issues. Everything's got to sync up and run like a well-oiled machine right out of the gate with this. They could probably get a pass on it if they have any flubs on this pay-per-view. But when they go live on TNT, and TNT executives are watching this, and TNTs are watching the ratings, you can't fuck it up. You can't. There's no margin for error. None. So, and they got to have a little bit of more big names, because nobody watching knows who the Lucha Brothers are. I'm sorry, nobody flipping through outside of a hardcore online fan base. They're going to flip on there and they're going to be like, what the fuck? Okay, this is Flippity Wrestling. This is cool. But I don't know who these guys are. I don't know what their character is. I don't know what his backstory is. They got to give them some of that. And they can't. And it's not just video packages and the announcers going, he was this and this and then and he came from PWG and blah, 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 blah. Nobody fucking knows who PWG is. Outside your little circle of friends. Nobody fucking knows. The common man flipping through his damn TV guide or whatever, the on-screen guide goes, All Elite Wrestling. Hey, what's this? And you see the Young Bucks on there. You gotta reel them in with something other than flips and super kicks and snarky inside wrestling terms. So I'm curious to see how they do that, and they have to do it. It reminds me of when Sinclair bought Ring of Honor, and that hardcore Ring of Honor fan base that had been there since 2002, that were buying the DVDs and coming to the shows and all this and that. When Sinclair bought them, and Sinclair's like, wow, we got to appeal now to a wider audience, so they totally changed the production value. They changed the way the show was shot. So the writing changed. Everything changed. And that hardcore fan base was like, what the fuck? You know? Yeah, it's like Jim Cornette's ruining us. Well, Jim Cornette was trying to appeal more than 1,500 people in a rec center. It's the same thing with AEW. You got to appeal more than the 1 million people jacking off to Dave Meltzer's newsletter. And you got to appeal more to the 1 million people watching Being the Elite every week. The common person has no fucking idea what Being the Elite is. So that's where it's going to tell the tale for me, is how they change because you got to change. They have to change. So that's what's going to get me, is that appealing to that wider audience and trying to reel them in. Yes, you want to steal. They're not in competition with WWE, despite what people say, because you don't want to be in competition with WWE. So, let me know what you think of all this in the comments below. Again, the first few months they're going to come. Maybe that first year, they're going to be fine. After that, we'll see. Remember, folks, if you see a big rig, give us plenty of room. Do not tailgate us. If you see us trying to get over and switch lanes, let us over.
On the right for
If you can't see our mirrors, we can't see you. We'll see you
and Wyoming Valley
down the road.